If your Portland string trimmer releases all the string every time you pull the trigger, then today's video I'm going to share with you why that might be happening and how to fix it. First thing to do is make sure you have the correct string trimmer line. This string trimmer uses 0.065 string trimmer line, so make sure you have that thickness. We've got to remove the spool cover, so we'll just press the little buttons in and it'll come off. Now we're in at the spool here. And the first thing I want you to do is make sure that this mechanism in here is working. I'll show you how to make sure it works once you've got the string installed, but there's a little spring up here on this side, and then there's a little button on the outside here where you can press this in and out. That's how you can manually release string line. This is the spool inside the Portland string trimmer. Make sure this ratchet mechanism isn't damaged on the back. If your spool is releasing automatically, this may be damaged, maybe it wasn't seated correctly when you've installed it, so make sure there's no issues here. What we need to do is take our 0.065 string line. Now we're going to find the center point. Now you find the center of the string line, you need to find two slots on the spool. There's one on this side and one on this side. We're going to slot the string into that slot. Now you can do two things here. You can bring the string this way or this way. Now the arrows are going round clockwise. Make sure the string goes clockwise. So we put it in the slot and then bring it around in the direction of the arrows. And we're going to make sure that the string is going this way. Also make sure that you don't overlap the string lines. Make sure that one is on the top and then the same one is on the bottom. Don't crisscross them. I like to just drag my thumb around here and that will keep it in the middle. What I like to do before installing the spool is I use these little notches here to secure the string line in place. I don't want to let it go and then have to rewind it all again. So we'll do one here and then like that. Then we can bring in our string trimmer. This is when it's important to make sure that this spool seats correctly in the spool housing. String, thread it through one of the holes. You can go on this side, pull it through, put the center of the spool on the shaft that's here. And then before we slot that in, we can just thread the other one in. Then we can unhook it from the tied in points like that. Same on this side. Pull the excess through so it's tight. You want to make sure that this is seated properly. It's not going anywhere. It's on the mechanism underneath and it's not sticking out. Bring in your cap and put your cap on. Now if you want to release a little bit more string, the button that I talked about before on the side here, right here, press that in. See it coming out? And that's how you know that you've threaded it correctly. Let's go try it out and make sure the string doesn't just come out on its own. And that's how to fix a Portland string trimmer that keeps releasing string.